Hey guys, Showy here playing more Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders, and as you can see we are 16% into the game. We have 69 ego points, and we are not even close to finishing the first puzzle, the first case, so let us continue. Congratulations, this trophy is part of your collection. Rustic Professional. Now then, if I remember correctly I have to move this way. And they had told me to do something at the door. Let's check the newspapers. Daily Flicker.
Daily Flicker, June the 22nd, 1935. Battle over control of bank system. What will the government do for money? Andover, murder of a tobacconist.
This is a very big article about the murder of a tobacconist. And we cannot read it, we can just read the title. Oh, let's turn that on. He didn't even like...
Some cool hair.
Yeah, but you didn't even move, dude. Actually, let me check if I'm recording the... Yes, I'm recording the cursor, so that's fine. Okay, so I have to go to the door. Let's see if I can manipulate something else in the... on the way, like this lizard. I cannot do anything with the lizard. Neither can I with the Japanese drawings. Oh, there is something. Oh yeah, the mailman had come. I remember now. I remember now. This is a letter that says...
Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The Andover affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
he says it in such a funny way. Like, that's good.
The next crime
ABC.
will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
To Scotland Yard.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more.
Yeah, we can guess that it's gonna be Bart... Bolt. Bart Bolt. Oh, I'm thinking now. Congratulations, you won the trophy. Okay. +1 ego point for thinking. What am I supposed to do now? Can I sit down? Nope. Should I talk to him?
Hastings, it would appear that you are getting slightly thin on top.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
That is so awful. Why is this guy such an asshole?
No doubt about it. Hastings is going bored.
I do not say it. They draw much hair. Anyway, so... what am I supposed to do? Oh, there's a mirror. I'm gonna win some ego points by that. Oh, look at me. I look at myself on the mirror from the side. I am so great. Now, what should I do? There's books there. Anything in particular? Oh, the ABC thingy. So that's
Andover, Hampshire, population 31,200 inhabitants.
That is not many. Was that it? Can I continue with the story? Compare the new letter with the first one. Oh. Where is the first one though? Is it on my desk? Oh no, wait.
Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think?
No, wait,
We're
that's...
having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
ABC. No, but where is the first letter? Is it here? Yes. Thinking. I am thinking.
Let us examine this more closely.
Sure. Dear Hercule Poirot. And this is Mr. Can I do something?
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
Like the war, like the...
Yes, this eye is weird.
Yes, it is weird. What about this?
Let us examine the characters in this word. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
What about with... he doesn't have any. There's none of those. I'm gonna do this one though.
Yes, this eye is...
Yeah, it is weird. Let's go to...
Right. Let us Yes. The eye characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
Yes, what about
I
this?
have to find some other similar defect.
Here, the don't, right?
Let us examine the
And I just
Right. Let us...
saw that I can see it here.
No, I already established that the letter I...
No, but
I
the...
have to find some...
here.
No, I already established...
Damn.
I have to find some other similar defects to...
This A looks weird.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
Yes, let's go.
Right. Let us compare this with...
And yes, it's the same A in Andover.
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
So, one more maybe? What about the W?
The W is not printed properly.
It is not printed properly.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
Yes, let's go to the W here.
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Yes. Good.
Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked.
You usually ignore material proof, huh?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
So that's why he said I'm not like Sherlock Holmes at all. The question is, what's so special about the Andover murder? What is so special about it? Mrs. Asher lived in a squalid neighborhood. Alice Asher was killed. The first victim was called Asher, yes. Theft is not the motive of the crime. That is unusual. Andover letter announcing the previous crime. Like this, maybe. Andover and Alice Asher start with the A, of course. What can we guess about the next victim? That is gonna be a B. Yes.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
I have
I
found
believe so,
everything.
But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Chap. I will explain there.
Yeah, let's go look for every person that whose name is BB, you know, like B and B. So, what should I do? Leave Whitehaven. That's a nice name for a place where a detective lives. Whitehaven. Then again, it sounds like the name of an ethno-nationalist state. Whitehaven. Let's go. There's nothing to do here.
To Scotland Yard, please.
To Scotland Yard. Whitehaven Mansions. Oh, look at the birdies. They're flying. Let's go this way. Is that necessary to make me do like those 3 steps? I bet there is hidden stuff that I have not seen. And now I'll do 3 more steps. Look at me. And now I will look to this person. I'm gonna look at him first. Not creepy at all. Just walking here. Imagine someone gets into your office and just does that.
Chap appears to be snowed under.
Snow under. Oh, there's something on his hand. How about piles of files? What about Cup of cold tea. Phone.
Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters.
Oh, look at his, eye bags. Poor guy.
Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
Yes.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
Bexhill. The killer attacks all ladies who run shops. Nope. The killer attacks name will be start with B.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received a letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
Yes.
So it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Yeah, but it has to be the name
we
and
should
the
leave you to work,
last
Chief
name.
Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
Imagine that craziness. Okay, go to this town and get me all the people whose name starts with B. Sounds like a mathematical
Inspector
problem or
Jap.
something.
Your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll
Oh
be there
no.
as soon as possible.
Her name must be Beatrice Bubble Pop. Bexhill, 1935. Wait, okay, never mind.
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot.
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jap waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Somehow the Poirot in this game at the beach reminds me of the movie of Death in Venice. Is that how it's called in English? You know, the book by Thomas Mann that it was turned into a movie of the guy who gets it, like, it's kind of like this guy, very well suited and so on, and falls in love with a kid.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief Inspector?
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot.
Look at how
We
he
haven't
stands.
yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, and we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come on, Poirot, that's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Doesn't
Are
it?
you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
Chan chan
The
chan.
body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Poirot is not a
Has
feminist.
the press been informed?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I haven't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
So the lady is there. Is dead there? There's a rope near her. Let's see. Okay, strangulation.
A braided silk belt. It may have belonged to the victim. The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat, and was not carrying a bag. That's strange.
It is strange.
Either the murderer stole her belongings, or she put them somewhere safe. Maybe so that she could bath.
Oh.
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock.
I don't know what a padlock is, but it is on her hand, so probably she was going to take getting the key, so she wouldn't lose the key. And here's a moment of truth.
The guide is open at the page for the Bexhill train times.
Sure.
These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth.
Her own. That's silly.
She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it.
Well, maybe he was not seeing her face. He was just seeing the fact that she's like, you know, rotting on the beach.
Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Sure. How was the victim killed? Marks on the neck, it's important. The victim was pretty, not really. Nope. Braided silk belt, sure. She did not struggle. The victim had none of her belongings. She did not struggle, that's important. The victim was strangled by surprise with her own belt.
The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
To work on what, though? What are the common points between the Andover murder and the one in Bexhill? Let's see. The press does not know. The victim has marks on the neck. Open guide? Sure. Letter announcing. Oh, no, wait. Can I? The killer signed his crimes with an ABC guide. Are the crimes in Andover and Bexhill the work of the same murder? Of course. No, okay. The press does not know. The victim has marks on the... Oh, okay, this is important. Maybe this is why they are not... Why they are. Because nobody knows.
The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
Having the murder weapon on the side.
Find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
It's far too meticulous for that. What do I do now? Can I... Identify the victim. So she had a key. Perhaps if I go very slowly to here, I will find a place where the key will unlock the...
The key does not fit the lock.
Then let's try another one, dude. Do you want me to think of everything? What is going on here?
The key does not...
What about this one? Is it gonna be the last one?
The key does not...
It is gonna be the last one, but if I do the last one, it's gonna be the previous the two last ones, so I'm gonna do this one. Can I... Oh, so it's this one. Can I...
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
Oh, so... How do I find the lock? Can I insert the key?
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
Sure. I do not have it though. Is there something here?
The number is upside down. This is definitely at number 6.
Okay. Oh, so here's the 715. Gotcha. 7. Is that 7? Oh yeah. 1, 5, and then the key. Easy. Let's go. And that's where her belongings were. How did she get the key though?
It definitely was here that the victim left her belongings. The purse is full. Yet again, we can dismiss theft as the motive for the murder. Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet. A top-brand lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance. As well as a photo of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me.
Can I see it? I have a photo. Let's see. A picture of the victim. This doesn't look like a picture. This looks like a drawing. A beach hut, the victim, and a young man. A well-suited couple. Good. What about here? Oh, Betty's first day at work. Man is very proud of you, Elizabeth Barnard. Oh, I have a name. There is nothing more to see. Maybe. You never know though, you have to look at the whole thing. Sure, we're done.
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Barnard, 7 August 1931.
4 years ago.
So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she worked as a ginger cat, an establishment that must be slightly further along the beach.
Right, so if it's her mom, she's Betty Bernard. Kinda.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her disappearance. She was called
Beatrice Bernard.
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty. She worked as a ginger cat at the cafe slightly further along the beach.
But Poirot,
I
how
thought-
on earth?
Never mind.
I thought
The
Betty
other
was
address?
from Beatrice, not
Yes,
from
she lived with
Elizabeth.
her parents on the street leading to the beach, number 22. Shall we go?
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked.
Oh yeah, that would be so nice. Let's go have a cafe and a lemon pie. It's the correct thing to do right now after seeing the dead body. No, let's just ignore her. Let's just go like... Bye. Also, can you hear the sand under our feet? It's like very... They did very well, the sound of it, and there's people are just looking at like, the fuck?
Could it be the same buildings as on the victim's photo?
Alright, Ginger Cat Restaurant. What does she want me to... Newspaper kiosk. What else? Seaside.
This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
She was killed so close to the photo. Poor thing. She clearly liked this place. And there is the police.
Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly.
Oh, he did notice she was pretty.
I fear that this case is far from being solved.
Come on, Poirot. You'll find the killer.
Certes. But how many times will he kill before I do?
I don't know. If he gets to the set and doesn't finish, maybe he will start again. Or maybe he will run out of letters and be just like, okay, never mind.
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
Yes, thank you. Okay, can we sit? This is full of dishes and plates.
This is a well-laid table. Nothing is out of place, and above all, no creases.
No creases. How about... Can I look at her? She said she would be right with us, so this is very disrespectful.
Something tells me that she's the owner of the ginger cat.
Why? Is it because of the cross? Strict appearance. Strict hair. Red hair. And money.
This woman must be the owner of the ginger cat. It looks like something is bothering her.
She cannot open the register.
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for my friend, please.
I'll bring it straight away.
Hot chocolate and tea. Can we sit though? Can we get like...
This is a well-laid table.
I guess we cannot. Oh, mirror, 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 mirror. Let's get some ego. And... nice. Three points of ego. So, is there something to do here? Oh, I look at the book.
I need to know the time range during which Betty was working on her own.
Ah, let's go. Betty, okay, here. The ginger cat. So she was not working today. Then she was working 11 a.m. That's yesterday? What day is today? Today is this one. So she was killed yesterday. And she was working between 11 and 7:30. I guess. So she should have been killed after it, maybe before it.
Where is Betty?
Sure.
Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service?
Yes, here.
Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30. Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve?
Can we know that? Is there a way to know that? Who did she serve? I don't
Betty
know.
worked from 11...
I don't know. Who did she serve?
No, this person is not the last one to have worked with. Interesting.
I don't know who she served. Is that something we're supposed to know? Can I?
This page won't help me.
Who did she serve? Like, is that a question?
Betty worked from...
Yes.
Interesting. No, this person...
Who did she serve? I don't know.
Interesting. No, this person is not...
I don't know. I don't think I can...
Betty worked from 11 a.m.
I don't think I can do anything else there. So let's go to here. This is what...
These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty?
Let me see then. I don't know. Table something. So I need to check the...
Where is Betty?
So she has this sort of long stylized writing. So kind of like this one here.
This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
That one and perhaps this one? Or this one? Wait. There's so many. Like this one is definitely not it, I think. This one is not it. This one is not it. This one, maybe? Yeah, I think this one.
Most probably a family. No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times.
What? So Betty was alone at one of these 2 times. So 5. And this one?
Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer?
Perhaps.
This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
What about this one?
No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times.
So you want me to check that they were written by Betty, but not only that, that also like she was
Most
alone.
probably a single man.
Gotcha.
This bill may have...
Sure. That one and this one. There you go.
Most probably a... Betty served a family and a man on his own. A whiskey drinker. Maybe the murderer. This information will help me to progress.
So, yeah.
What? Gentlemen, what are you doing?
Sorry, we were just nosing
We are
around.
searching for clues, mademoiselle. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain Hastings. Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
Yeah, you shouldn't be too
fear
hard
that
on
Miss
her.
Barnard will not be coming today. She has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What happened?
She has
She appears to
black
have been murdered.
eyes.
This is most distressing. How this will affect my business, I shudder to think.
Oh no, she's a horrible person. Say that on the contrary, it's an advert for the town.
Do not be so sure. Miss Barnard's tragic death may be a good advertisement for you.
It makes one despair of human nature. Poor young girl. She was a hard-working and pleasant young woman. I didn't know her that well. She'd only been here for 2 summers. I know that she had a young man. He used to call for her sometimes.
Ask if her gentleman friend might have attacked her. Ask if the man in the photo is her gentleman friend. Yes.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
Oh. Say young people no longer have morals. Sure, why not?
I find young people today very hard to understand.
You needn't tell me that. A few weeks ago, they argued just outside the cafe.
Nice. I got the information.
Imagine what my customers must have thought.
Ask why they argued. Sympathize about the difficulty of keeping a respectable establishment. Yes.
I hope for you that it was an isolated incident. It must be difficult to keep a respectable establishment if your staff shows themselves to be so shameless.
The young man only made a scene the once. Jealousy, no doubt. It must be said the young girl was very pretty.
She was.
Thank you for your time, Mademoiselle Mérion. You have been of great help.
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
Yeah.
It is an interesting idea, Hastings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes.
Not
At this
whiskey.
time of the year, there are a lot of tourists about you never see again.
That's what I thought. Time to visit Betty's home.
New objective, go to Betty's house. Sure, I will be doing that on the next video. Guys, thank you for watching. Please check my other content and subscribe to my channel and all the good stuff. See you next time. Bye bye.